Hi everybody. Today I wanted to record this to give you strength, I guess, and to give myself a strength too. um, like 3 months ago, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and at that time, the doctor recommended me to get a pill. I have no idea what the pill was going to be or what, because I totally refused to take the medicine, and I told her, I'm like, I'm just gonna do something on my own, and I'll see you, I don't know, maybe in 6 months, and we'll do the blood test again, and we'll see how that goes. So my antibodies for the thyroid were super high, and she said that I had a hypothyroidism, and if I didn't take the medicine, I would lose probably the thyroid, and I'll have to take medicine for life. So I just took my risk. I'm like, well, that's fine. All right, that's your opinion. So I went in this journey where I started reading books about the thyroid and how to heal it naturally, and to learn everything about the thyroid. And I had, fortunately enough, I have many people around me that are in this health world and more holistic approach. And they recommended me a couple books, and I started doing celery juice in the morning for 90 days. I'm in my 60 days, I think, kind of, doing celery juice. Then I incorporated a smoothie to detox, like metal detox. I started taking a bunch of different supplements to help me to support my thyroid too, and my immune system. And there was so many things that I had to do myself, and research. I learned a lot actually while doing my research. But then I started figuring out, it's like there's not a possible way that I can do this on my own. I need a team of people, a good functional doctor, which I believe in. So anyway, I just got in, I called them, I made an appointment, and yesterday was my third appointment. So they did a bunch of different tests, saliva, stool, and what was the other one? A urine test, typical ones. But they get deeper in the result, and they figure out things that MD will never go there, okay? And I give you this example. I talked to my endocrinologist when my internal doctor, my family doctor, gave me the results. I talked to my endocrinologist just to see for her to give me a different opinion. And she's like, well, let's check the blood test again. Let's do a blood test again in 6 months. And I asked her if we could do some type of different test to figure out this, if I maybe iodine deficient or what. And she was like, there's no way we can do this. Like, they're very limited with their resources. So you go to the doctor, and really, I have really a lot of respect for them for surgeries, and in case of death and like life and death situations. But when it comes to treat you, they totally mess it up. Let me put it that way. It's just like you just go with a problem, and they just give you a pill to create more problems instead of figuring out exactly what is causing you this. So they have like lack of nutrition in their training, number one. Number two, they think like the whole body is totally disconnected. You go for endocrinologists for your hormones, you go for gynecologists for your reproductive organs. The whole body is connected. So what is causing my thyroid inflammation? The crappy food that I'm eating, caused by all these wonderful companies out there that put all this shit in it to cause us all this inflammation, and you just think like you're eating healthy, like for me, it's like I've been my whole life super healthy oriented, and I thought I was doing great, I was eating my veggies and my fruits and my good organic meat and everything great, processed food here and there, but I wasn't like super worried. I read my labels, but even like that, wheat, big issue with wheat and all this gluten. So when I started this journey, I decided I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of gluten and see. Number one thing, uh, I'm getting trained to be a health coach, and one of the things that we've learned is to get rid of gluten, soy, corn, sugar, and dairy. Start from there to decrease inflammation. So if you're one of those that like, oh, this hurts, but I don't know why, my headache, my mental, have foggy mind, like I'm can't even function, you don't sleep good, start checking your food. Your doctor is not going to tell you, oh yeah, check your food, how are you sleeping? You're not sleeping good? Here's your melatonin to sleep better. He's like, are you stressed? Don't worry about it. Let me give you this so you decrease your stress, They don't figure out what's going on exactly. What is it causing your stress? Let me help you with decreasing your stress in more natural ways, Maybe you have too much things in your life, Maybe you have to slow down, So anyway, I'm recording this video just to let you know that I'm in this journey to a lot of restrictions in my diet, I guess, which at the beginning was scary because, coming from doing everything however you want it, and now it's like, okay, now I cannot eat this. Oh my, how am I going to cook this for everybody? And what is gluten? What is not gluten? It's like the stress a couple of days, Lucky enough, I have my husband that was supporting me at all times. He was like, don't worry about it, we'll make it happen. You cook your own meal now and we'll try whatever you're cooking too, So that for me was wonderful. And so right now I'm in this point that I went to the health coach yesterday, part of the functional doctor team, and she went through my whole testing, and she's like, you're super sensitive to this, a bunch of different foods. So to decrease inflammation in your body, we're gonna eliminate this and this. I mean, she got me, I'm already, almost my 90 days into like very restrictive diet. And I got used to already, but I kind of like I want to widen my horizons here with food, more veggies, different type of grains, like she's like, no, forget about no quinoa, no brown rice either. I'm like, okay, no dates. I'm like, oh my, what am I gonna do with no dates? What happened when I have these cravings that I just want to, it's like, because everybody, you go through different stages, right, during the day, that if we don't decrease that levels of stress, then it's like a sweet tooth. You develop that sweet tooth of like, So for me, because I stopped with sugar, I'm like, all right, well, I get a date, right? My health coach yesterday, she's like, no dates. And I'm like, okay. No olives. I'm like, I'm from Spain, Are you kidding me? I'm like, you're killing me, And she's like, no, actually, I am helping you, And I'm like, I totally believe you. So she's like, you know what? So you're gonna start with no turkey, no chicken, and for the first 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. You can eat just salmon, beef, which I hate red meat, lamb, and I'm like, okay. So anyway, this is today, Thanksgiving. She's like, you can start tomorrow if you want. But you know what? I know already that those type of foods are not good for me. The cranberry sauce with sugar and the potatoes, totally carbs, like more sugar, right? And what else? The stuffing that I could care less about that. The beef and the gravy. I mean, what do you call it? The gravy, which I never try anyway. So I'm gonna start today, and I think if I do it today, which is gonna be hard to see that turkey there, right, and not eat it, because I love the mix actually of turkey and cranberry. I loved it always, So today is gonna be squash, acorn squash, sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna make lamb. So that's gonna be my meal with water, no wine either. So good luck to me. And I think if I survive this meal, I think I will put a medal on my on myself. Like, if you did this, you can do anything. That's just my goal, I guess. It's like I'd rather start today than tomorrow because I know that's gonna help me succeed more. So I just want to share with you, if you guys are in the same journey like I am, dealing with this hypothyroidism, thyroidism, hyperthyroidism, Hashimoto's, any type of thyroid dysfunction, don't hesitate to contact me and we can chat. We can, talk and help each other. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, and stay safe. Bye.